The Steel City might be most associated with this legendary NFL franchise, but people here in Pittsburgh know that the ties to the Panthers run deep. Glad to have you with us here at Acrisure Stadium, home to the Pittsburgh Panthers. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Pittsburgh Panthers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Pitt Panthers offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
Yeah, right back to the line.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Got room on the return. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks, and you wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much, a little bit too eager here in the opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
They'll operate out of split backs. Gets it out quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Back to the air one more time. Gets it to the back. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Looking downfield, it's Bender. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's what...
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UNC! I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
On One to attempt the try. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that.
And that's a live ball. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Pitt pushing the pace. Handoff to the single running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense in hurry-up mode. Might as well stick with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They'll try to pop the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their feet.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
They'll give it to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm again. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Washington. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bender. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Pitt right back to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Get it out on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Coming after him. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Miller. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Using the quick game. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game. And I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Looking to throw, it's Bender. Back open in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
The Tar Heels are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to...
Right down the gut of the field. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Tar Heels. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give out of the gun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Pitt pushing the pace. Back to pass, it's Miller. And the pass is incomplete and charged loose by the hit.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his position.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Pitt will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Back to throw, it's Bender. Looking left. It's complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push, just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
A third and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still... consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something in it.
The Panthers racing to the line in the hurry up. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's looking to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Unloads it left. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard, and now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this first half closes out.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. To the air, it's Miller. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Pitt will have to boot this one away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Tar Heels want to move quickly. Off play action on first down. He lets it fly. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
That just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. And he was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Back to throw, it's Bender. This time he's got his man. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, North Carolina.
The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
On second down, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Pocket starts to collapse. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see blows, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Really nice timing on that throw. Quarterback had to hold it, allow his receiver to work his route, but he threw it at the perfect moment so that he was able to make the catch inbounds right on the sideline.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Tar Heels have pushed it inside the 20. Scanning the field, it's Bender. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the route is on. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. From the gun, running back on the move. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. On a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Wicks. Oh, and what a move, what a juke, and he makes it past the mark.
Great job by the offense, being patient, understanding when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows, make those precise passes to get those big plays.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. What a nice job getting rid of the football, not only avoiding the sack, but getting the nice gain.
And taking a shot, getting hit as he throws it, showing some toughness, but going through his progression, he couldn't find anybody open, finally went to his running back, got him the football, and he did the rest.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game this far.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Trying to get to, unleashes one deep. And it's caught! Touchdown, Panthers!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw it. Right there.
Wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay move just does a little double checking to make sure. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking for a man. It's Miller. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things up with a dart from 24 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
When they try to spin it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
He wants to pass it on second down. He's going for it all. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So the offense more than half. Will decline the penalty. Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Pitt right back to the line.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Dropping back, it's Miller. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. They'll go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the ground with the back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and 4. Now they're going to throw it. Going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And the punishment has been extended.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, Davey. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here for them.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. To throw, it's Miller. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense set for a first down play. Flips it out in the flat. At the 40, there he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they got it on the 22.
Perfect play call against a perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called, at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
Going up top on first down. He's got it.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
He wants to throw it again. Dances away to buy time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Pittsburgh!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Just going to keep it after the snap. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by just 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working.
Pulls it in on the left. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Miller coming after it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Skips away from pressure. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race... Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down.
Get set.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made after a pickup of 6 down to the 19-yard line. The Tar Heels looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Dropping back, it's Bender. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but now maybe your offense can get hot, you can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. I'm saying there's a chance.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Turns it on in midfield. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And how about the complementary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
This is a 3rd and long.
42, Spider.
Dropping back, it's Miller. They're bringing heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Panthers. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Wants to pass. Getting some heat. Now improvising. He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Just trucks through it. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Listen, the enemy is the clock, right? You're down by 2 scores. You got to make something happen. Really, really good job by the defense, forcing the turnover, getting the ball back to your offense. Now you got to go score, and I got to get one more stop.
Offense set on 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Morris. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And in this situation, late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Got a wide-open receiver. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got enough space. Touchdown, Pitt. And they take it in for 6 more points. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. All Uncle Mo on your side.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do just that. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Here's the handoff. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense, maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. At the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ball at the 38, the defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Feeling some heat. It's caught downfield. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It's 2nd down.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man, it's Miller. Quickly complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, UNC! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 7.
Panthers will take over.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Miller. They're trying to get to him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Defense not showing press coverage. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. Get the ball back and put your offense in business.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Quarterback checking the play. He'll set up to throw. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. In this game, it was no different.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.